Car versus bike, the real savings. So I got a DM on our last video about how to cut costs and save money, and one of them being on transportation. I was asked to go into detail about how we saved money, what were the things that we did with our transportation costs. So today I just want to talk a little more into detail about our car versus bike story, or car and bike story for us. How it all started was back in college. My husband and I lived close to campus. We had the one car. It was a car that he got when he was in high school, so we didn't have any car payments. It was a pretty inexpensive car to maintain because we never drove it. We found that bike commuting was very cost effective for us. We even enjoyed it. So having a second car never made sense for us in college. We definitely learned a lot from bike commuting, and one of those things being that it isn't necessary to always have a car for everything that you need to do. It is helpful sometimes. It is nice to have a car when there's bad weather. But for us, at that time, we didn't use our car much. The bikes were our main mode of transportation. And we carried that philosophy into our adulthood. We started off with a brand new car after college. We were leasing cars at the time, which saved us money month to month, but in the end, we realized that the cost of leasing was actually higher than if we were to buy a brand new car and keep it for a long time. So we started having our family, and shortly after that, we bought our first brand new car, and we kept that one for 11 years. During that time, my husband bike commuted. We lived close to his job, and I stayed at home with the kids but worked part-time, and I would bike commute. And when the kids were younger, we would use a Burley on the back of our bikes to take them places. They loved the Burley. It was the highlight of their day most of the time. Even during the winter, they loved filling it with blankets and just sitting back and enjoying the ride while we pedaled. My husband's job moved further away, so that was a little bit of strain on us. We did have to adjust for that, and we thought maybe we'd have to get a second car at that point. We decided that we're just gonna see how it goes. Let's just try to work this out, and we were really adamant about saving money by not owning a second car, that we can make it work by using just the one car and me using my bike for commuting. And then as the kids got older and they were in high school, they went to two separate high schools, we found ourselves needing a second car. So we did finally break down and bought our second car. It was very helpful. My husband took one of them, and the other car we called our car sharing program between me and the two kids. And we worked it out to where the three of us would share this car. We kind of took turns on who got it when and who put gas in it when. It worked out for the most part. There were a few hiccups with it, but it was a learning experience for all of us because we also had to think about how we use transportation. When do we need to use transportation? And is it beneficial for us to add another car, or are we okay with this one and our first one? So the kids went through high school sharing a car. It worked out great. As they got older, they each bought their own car. They were able to take care of that themselves. So that left us back with just one car. So my husband now drives to work as he works further away, and I bike commute. I use my bike for work. I use it for getting groceries, for going out, meeting friends. My bike is pretty much my second car. So the question, car versus bike, what's the real savings? Both for us. Both of those things saved us tons of money. We made the decision to keep a car for a long time, buy a brand new car, make sure it's a well maintained car. We made sure that it was something that was super reliable, that didn't have a lot of bad reviews as far as its longevity, and that car has lasted us now 11 years. We are hoping and making it work for 5 more years to help us even more with our financial goals. And the bike has saved us tremendous amounts of money. It made way more sense to ride a bicycle instead of buying that second or third car and letting it sit for 95% of the time. So in the end, both of those things worked out for us. And let me know what you think, how you and your family have looked at transportation, if you have any other ideas, or if you think that this is, something that might work out for you. And if you like it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks.